Hello, this is Billy Joe Saunders, WBO middleweight champion of the world. Subscribe to Sporting Icons to stay in touch with all the top news. God bless you all.
So Bernard Hopkins, an all-time great, and of course he is working with GoldenBoy. Many of you guys would see him loitering around with Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo and all this kind of thing. So he's part of the team. Anyway, he's saying that Billy Joe Saunders may never get the opportunity to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez again. He had the opportunity. Billy Joe, he agreed to the fight for May. Canelo agreed. Everything was done. They were about to have the press conference. The whole pandemic hit the world. Now, Billy Joe Saunders has recently said that he's not going to be ready to fight Canelo in September. Now, I know plenty of people have been talking about it, and I know that I haven't really covered it too much. But with Billy Joe Saunders, he's put on quite a lot of weight by the looks of it. And he's saying that a 9 or 10 week camp wasn't long enough to get into shape and get ready for Canelo, which is kind of weird for me when all other boxers, every fighter in the world has been in the same position. Billy Joe Saunders is a millionaire. Surely he's got a gym at his house. He's got some kind of facility to keep on training. If you don't, you hit the road. That's what you do. You do your running, you do your cardio, you do all that kind of thing. You kind of stay in shape. That's what you do. And if he hasn't done that, then that's his fault. That's the truth of it. That's his own fault. If 10 weeks is not enough time, that's terrible, to be honest with you. That is really, really terrible. Now, Bernard Hopkins saying that, with Billy Joe Saunders saying that he's ruled himself out of September, he may never get the opportunity again. Now, if anybody out there thinks that, well, maybe Billy Joe, he can work his way into a position and maybe get a Canelo fight and force the fight. No, Canelo Alvarez is the franchise champion for the WBC, which means he doesn't defend that, should we call it a title, even though it's not really a title. He doesn't defend that position. So if he wins, loses, draws, he's still going to be WBC franchise champion. So Billy Joe can never, ever work his way into that position. But beside that, Billy Joe, he is the WBO super middleweight world champion. And he has said that he wants the Demetrius Andrade fight. Andrade, he says he wants a Billy Joe Saunders fight. So you're quite willing to get in the ring and get yourself into shape to go take on Andrade for probably about quarter of the money, but not for Canelo? That doesn't make any sense for me. It really doesn't. And whatever Billy Joe's reasoning is, there's got to be some kind of real reason to it. I don't know. Chris Eubank Jr., he seems to think that it's not enough time for Billy Joe Saunders to cycle the PEDs out of his system. I'm not too sure I buy into that one. But for him to rule himself out of Canelo, he's missed out on a massive, massive payday. He's been screaming for that fight for quite some time. In fact, I remember a couple of years ago, he said that him against Canelo, he would school Canelo easy, easy work. In fact, his biggest test would have been Triple G. This is what Billy Joe Saunders was saying. So here it is. You've got a Canelo opportunity here and you rule yourself out. Now, I'm not saying that Canelo was going to choose Billy Joe anyway, because by the sounds of it, he's been trying to get other fights with like Derevchenko. Quite how Derevchenko is getting all these title opportunities is beyond me. I really don't know. As he lost to Triple G, he lost to Daniel Jacobs, and he's only had one fight in 3 of a win. So quite how he's going to get another opportunity. In fact, by the sound of it, he could now be fighting Jamal Charlo again for a title, which is weird, isn't it? So Derevchenko, he's got some excellent management team. Big up Lou DiBella. Other ones, Anthony Durrell, he's been mentioned to be taking on Canelo. John Ryder, he says that he wants a Canelo fight. Would Canelo give John Ryder the fight? Probably not. I don't think John Ryder has the profile that would maybe tempt Canelo, but maybe he would, who knows? I mean, he went after Rocky Fielding, but there again, Rocky Fielding, he was a WBA regular world champion. So maybe, I don't know. I really don't know, but either way, Canelo, he's got his pick, really, hasn't he? Except for when it comes to Billy Joe Saunders. So him turning down or ruling himself out means that he may never get the Canelo Alvarez fight again. And Billy Joe, he can come out afterwards and say, well, now I'm ready to fight Canelo. Why does he want to fight me? He can do all the interviews that he likes. Well, you had your opportunity and you ruled yourself out. That's on your resume now. It's what it is. Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.